Hi everyone! Welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Mrs. Green, an art teacher from Kansas. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Green. I'm a kindergarten through 6th grade art teacher in Kansas, and this is my 6th year teaching. I look forward to showing you this lesson today. Thank you so much for joining us.
For today's project, we are going to create a sunflower painting. The materials you're going to need are a canvas or a canvas panel or a really thick piece of paper. You are also going to need a pencil and an eraser, acrylic paint, a paintbrush, and water. You will for sure need yellow, red, and blue, the three primary colors, and then white and black. But I also have some brown paint in my set that I added with it. You can also have more than these colors if you would like, but these were just the paints that I had on hand and the essential paints that you will need to create this project. Let's get started. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to make the center of our sunflower. You can make the center of your sunflower going off the edge of your paper. I think I'm going to make mine coming off the bottom of my piece of paper. You could put it in the center if you would like. I like the look of it hanging off the bottom edge of my paper here. So I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace around this tape roll. You could use any circular object you find in your house. And I've got the center of my sunflower started. The next step is the petals. Now the petals on a sunflower are not really long. They're not going to be longer than the diameter of the circle that we have here for the middle of our flower. So I need to remember that my petals are not going to be really big. When I make my sunflower petals, I kind of like to curve them and make an S-curve line where they kind of curve out and then back in and up. And then I make my next petal. Maybe some of my petals are leaning more one direction than others because flowers are not perfect. Maybe some of them will even be overlapping one another like that. I can even make it look like there are petals behind some of my petals. Now I'm ready to get started painting. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to work on my sky. I'm going to work on my sky first, I think. So I'm going to start with some blue and I'm going to put some blue down in my sky. We are going to be using blue and white for our sky. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this blue down. If I want it to be lighter, if I want a lighter tint, I can add some white to it. I don't think I'm going to want it darker than this blue though. I'm going to be careful when I'm painting next to my petals. Go ahead and I'll speed up the video here real quick while I'm adding this blue down on my paper. Alrighty, so I did not get every little inch of white space painted, but that is okay because my next step is I am going to take some of my white paint and I am going to paint in some white in my sky, almost like they were clouds or different coloration in the sky. So I'm going to add some white and just kind of add some little horizontal lines when I'm adding it. I might add it thicker in some spots and thinner in others. Just so there's some color variation happening in my sky. So it's not all just one tone. We've got some different values happening. I'm going to try my best not to get it on where my yellow petals are here. Alrighty, I think that's good for now, and I'm ready to move on to my next area. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my brush. And I'm gonna let my background dry a little bit before I work on my petals. So I think I'm gonna actually start with the center of my flower here. I might go ahead and add some of this brown that I have down. If you had different colors of brown, you could use different colors in here while you're doing this painting step. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get a base coat of this brown down that I had. Next, I'm gonna do some stippling. I'm gonna make some little dots to add some texture in the center of my sunflower. Now I might do a layer now and then another layer later, so that way I can have a thicker covering. I can also make maybe different variations of this brown. I can also mix complementary colors together to create different versions of brown. So let me see here. I'm going to add, I think, a little bit of black. I'm gonna take some of this brown and maybe make a little bit of a darker brown here by making a darker shade of this brown. And I'm gonna go in and I'm going to use my brush and I'm gonna do some stippling. I'm gonna make some little dots here so I can get more of the texture of the center of a sunflower. I can also go in and add with just straight black. So I'm just making little dabs with my paintbrush on the center of my sunflower here. Kind of going with the darker blacks around the outer edge. And because my paint is still wet with that brown, when I dab my paintbrush down, it kind of mixes those colors a little bit. But I'm not painting, I'm making little dabs or little dots of color on my paper. I think that's getting a little bit dark, so I might go ahead and go in with maybe some red here and just kind of add some red as well. And I might let that dry a moment. Whoops, getting some paint where I don't want it, before I move on to doing my petals. All right, so some of my paint has had a little bit of time to dry, so I'm gonna start working on my petals. I also went ahead and I mixed a little bit more of a golden yellow orange and then a little bit darker than a normal orange, a little bit more towards a red orange with mixing my yellow and my red together. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by painting kind of a base layer of yellow on my flowers. Even though I allowed my blue a little bit of time to dry, I'm gonna try to not get too much in there because I want a nice crisp line that separates my petals from my sky. I can also go back in and add a little bit more blue if I make a mistake. It'll probably take a couple coats of yellow. Now you could always, if you would like, paint your petals first and then do your sky after. But either way, you probably want to have a little bit of dry time between those steps so that way you don't end up getting blue mixing in with your yellow. Because if you have the yellow mixing in with your blue sky, you're going to end up with green. And you probably don't want too many green petals. So I'm just kind of adding a base coat of yellow down on all of my flower petals. Go ahead and speed that up and we'll talk a little bit more in just a moment. All right, now that I have kind of a base coat of yellow down on all my petals, I am gonna go back in and add some color variation. So I'm gonna go in and add some of my oranges into my petals. I think I'm going to try to make it be more orange around the outer edges of my petals. I'm gonna start with the petals that are on the closest to us. So I'm not going to worry about the ones that are behind these petals. I'm going to start with the ones kind of closest to us. And I'm going to kind of just add a little bit of that red orange that I made, and then I might want to go back in after I do that and go back in with some of that yellow orange. And if I ended up getting it too dark, I could even add some more yellow on top, just kind of letting those colors blend together. All right, there's one petal. Let me go ahead and do another one. So I'm going here and I'm adding some of that red orange around the edge of where the petal is, and then I can go in with this yellow orange or my plain old yellow and just kind of blending it out so it's not such a crisp separation between those colors. And if I ended up making it too dark, I could let it dry and I could go back in with some more of the brighter yellow on top, which I might have to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that to all of my front row petals. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add some of that red orange into the back petals. I'm gonna go ahead and have those be a little bit darker than these front ones. I know that I'm gonna probably go back in and lighten up those front ones a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of this red orange on these petals in the background. All right, so once my canvas has had some time to dry, I might go back in with a smaller brush and clean up some details. Maybe I'll add a little bit more red or red-orange in here to kind of redefine where my petals are. I think I'm gonna work on just taking kind of a little bit more yellow and blending it into my petals so that way they're not so orange, because I've kind of got a little bit dark with them. So the nice thing with acrylic paint is you can really work on layers. So if it gets too dark, just let it dry and then you can go back in and add another layer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll talk one last little bit about the middle of our flowers. All right, so I think I've got my flower closer to the way that I want it. I might still add another coat or two of yellow, but once you get your flower the way you want, I like to kind of just do one last little coat of the brown around the edge of my flower here. That way I do not have a perfectly smooth outer edge. I like to have my brown overlap a little ways here into my yellow, so that way it's not such a crisp line. And that way, if I got a little bit of the yellow too far into the center of my flower, I can kind of smooth it out a little bit. You can be finished with your picture now if you would like. In the future, you could add more than one flower. So maybe I'd have a flower here and then I'd have another one hanging off the edge of my paper over on this side. I could write in my sky. I'm from Kansas, so one thing that I've done in the past is I have taken white paint and written Kansas in my sky. In the future, if you would like, you could even add some green at a certain level in your picture, and you can have some stuff going on in the background of your picture. There's all sorts of different options of things that you can do. Thank you so much for joining me today on this project. I hope you really enjoyed it.